Well, I can't believe we've chosen this day to start our water fast. Okay, it's finally stopped raining now, but I had to go out and walk the dogs, go out and do their business in the rain, so I look like a bit of a hot mess. But it's the preparation day, so the fast for me, I guess for Nat as well, she's down the road at the other place, is going to start after lunchtime. So I've had a banana this morning, and now I'm about to make the C.A.B.A.L.A juice. So I thought I would have a chat with you while I make the juice. So let's see if I can get this camera set up here. There we go. So the C.A.B.A.L.A juice is 3 different types of apple, carrots, beet, and then we put a bit of lemon juice in there as well. So one of the reasons that I like to incorporate a juice before fasting is to make sure I go to the toilet, and the beets are really good for that. But the C.A.B.A.L.A stands for carrot, apple, beet, apple, lemon, apple. So that's why there's 3 types of apples. So if you can get like a red, green and a yellow, then you've just mixed up your apples. So yeah, doing this juice as sort of a last meal as such before I go into a water fast, I generally like to leave a little bit left over, because if I get really sick of having just straight water or mineral water, sometimes I'll have the mineral water with a dash of lemon in it. It's really good to keep the electrolytes up, but the problem with this juice is there's quite a bit of sugar in it. But if I really need a hit, it's okay to just have maybe like a small dash of the C.A.B.A.L.A juice into mineral water. So it looks like a stunning cocktail when you have it. So it's a little bit of a mind trick as well. But Nat is definitely doing a 72-hour fast. So that means that it's Tuesday today. She'll have her last meal at lunchtime, and then she'll have her refeeding meal on Friday at lunchtime. I am not sure I can commit to that at the moment. It's been a little bit of a break between fasting, and we've been really eating a lot of shit recently. So I know there's people out there who would go like, oh, so you eat all this crap and then you fast? It's like, well, sometimes, yeah. It's sort of like the feast and famine mentality, or, you know, food can be a coping mechanism for us as well. So we've definitely been using food to kind of as a bit of an emotional crutch. And now with, you know, a couple of months into Nat's osteoporosis or advanced osteoporosis diagnosis, eating all this extra crap, socializing a lot more, she's really feeling the inflammation. And, you know, this whole fasting thing, or this water fasting thing, extended water fasting thing, came about for us because after she broke her leg right at the very end of a very long house sit here in Guanajuato in 2021, and, you know, trying all these things for like 6 months to help her get her flexibility back and being able to walk again, the only thing that reduced the inflammation was fasting. And yeah, and I think it's just a nice little maintenance thing that we like to do every now and again. I mean, ideally it'd be great to do a 72-hour fast like once a month, but it's been a few months. So I'm going to start making this C.A.B.A.L.A juice now. Hopefully I've got everything here. Actually, this is our masticating slow juicer. This is one of the things that we didn't get to sell, and at the moment I'm really grateful for it. And because our storage is just down the road where Nat is staying at the moment, it was easy to get out last night when she went there. So I will quickly go through this now. Let's see how we go. See how quick it can be. Because the funny story with the masticating juicer, we first fell in love with these things on a house sit. Where were we? I can't remember the first time we did it. Maybe it was Breckenridge in Colorado. Perhaps they had one. And after having the experience of it, it's like knowing how good this juice is, because you get so much more juice out of it, and you can reuse the pulp as well. It's just so much better than I think they call them centrifugal juices. They're way better. So we'd actually bought one up in Canada. It was this Omega brand, a white one, a lot sturdier than this one. This is sort of the cheaper version. And we happened to pick it up at an absolute bargain price. We were fully nomadic at the time. We carried that juicer from Canada to Mexico. So that was before our 2017 house sit here in Gunawatu. So we had that juicer, and at the end of the 2017 sit, we gave the juicer to a friend, and maybe we just used the wrong wording. Oh no, I've got this problem with the piece of beetroot is too big. Go down, don't break the drum though. So maybe we'd use the wrong wording, and instead of sort of saying like, keep a hold of it if you've got the room to store, we must have said, oh, you could have it, I don't know. But when we came back well, we were renting in 2020 to start with, so maybe we asked for it then, or maybe it was in 2021 when we did the house sit again. But they said, oh no, we weren't using it, so we gave it away. I was like, oh great, like that was a $300 juicer. But anyway, so we went without for a little while, and then when we got our rental on the outside of Gunawatu, we decided to buy another one. But being tight asses, we just bought the cheaper one. I got to show you this, so let me just stop it for a sec. Look at these weird little worms of beetroot, carrot, apple, all going into these weird little worms. I just noticed how bad my hair is. That's from like walking the dogs in the rain. So, walking the dogs in the rain, two big dogs. One of them has like a wolf coat. Man, they stink like wet dog at the moment. It's horrible. And I got dirty paw prints all through the foyer, but the housekeeper's coming today. Yay. Oh, it feels like for ages to do this. I'm not going to fit it all in. I think I might have to get a jug and pour that out. So maybe I'll do that. Let me get this jug here. So the homeowners have got a lovely big water jug, so it's good to stir it around. So just have to make sure that doesn't leak everywhere. So far I've got about 600 mils, and I'm a little over halfway there. So I reckon I'll get about a litre out of what I've done. And I actually had 3 small carrots, 1 whole beet, and I had 4 apples, so it was just because we had the 2 green apples here. But I'll just stir that around. You can see the beautiful colour there. Squeeze the lemon juice in, and then that will be lunch today, and then little mineral water treats along the fast. So I'm going to be using an app that I think it's called Long Fast, and it's just a timer. So the moment that I finish this juice, which will be the last of my, sugars and carbohydrates and the things that the body has to digest, the moment that I finish that, I'll start the timer. And then there's this period of time that, all these different things happen. So the longer you fast. So the good thing about starting at a lunchtime is you really getting, it's easy to get a 24-hour fast in because you're going to be sleeping for a good chunk of that time as well. So it's just getting through tonight, and then tomorrow morning you could stop it after 24 hours. But yeah, it's not too bad. The hardest day I find is generally the second 24 hours, and then after that it's actually easier. But Nat actually created an entire course called Freedom Fasters back when she'd done a couple of really big extended fasts, and it really helped her leg. And that's all happened since 2021. So a few people have sort of said, oh, do you think the fasting has contributed to the advanced osteoporosis? And it's like the long extended ones, possibly, but we didn't know she had advanced osteoporosis that time. But it was really nice to get the validation from this incredible doctor in C.A.B.A.L.A when she said, no, like that kind of 2 to 3 day fasting, really, there's nothing better than a 2 to 3 day water fast to get rid of inflammation. And inflammation and gut health is generally more the cause of, contributes to the osteoporosis. So if you can clean up your gut And fasting ultimately just stops the digestion, which means your body, if it's not digesting, it's working on healing the cells that are damaged. But go and have a look at the fasting channel that Nat did, last year. There's the link will be down in the description below, but there's so much amazing science. So it's a different type of video or range of videos that are on that channel, but they're fascinating. So go and learn about what happens in the body. Like Nat did extensive research on this, and it's just the videos alone are like, pretty much like doing a course anyway. But to keep things super simple, she's put everything into a course which, if you're interested in prevention rather than cure like we are, then fasting is just super beneficial. If you can do anything from 24-hour to 72-hour regularly, and if regularly to you means every few months, a bit like what we're doing, or if it's once a month, if you really have some issues that you want to, tackle, go and watch those videos and just see how much can heal in that time period, what happens at each sort of time stamp. In 72 hours, you can end up with an entire new immune system. So it's crazy. So we'll see if I get through that. I'm guaranteed that Nat will, because once she gets onto fasting again, she just becomes this like epic production machine. Our other friends that fast, sometimes they just need total chill out time. I think honestly it depends if you're a coffee drinker or not. We're not, so we don't get any of that kind of like detoxing sort of aspect. Most of it's just a habit. And the main thing is, if you're feeling any sort of lethargy or feeling a bit weird anytime, have electrolytes. That's the key part. And even if it's just a little bit of salt in water, or even better, have a mineral water. Or I've got a packet here. Maybe she stole it off me. Oh no, there it is. Just get yourself a little electrolyte, supplement thing to pop into water and drink that. So let me finish my juice and I'll do a cheers at the end. Oh, one final thing. Here in Mexico, everyone uses these citrus juices. This is a lime size, so I don't have one big enough for my lemon. But thankfully, we have this little winner. One of the things that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace for about, I don't know, $5. It was secondhand. It's absolutely perfect. Good old citrus juicer, electric citrus juicer. That will just give me my lemon. The lemon is to taste in this juice. I mean, you could probably put in the juice of one lemon, would probably be enough. But yeah, taste it and see how you feel. I'm going to go in. Juice of one lemon. Give it a quick stir. I honestly didn't think I would ever be doing any food type stuff on a vlog. But I'll show you how beautiful this is. Cheers. That is so good. And it means I'm going to have a good clear out before I get into my fasting, because there's nothing worse than holding on over the period when you just want to go and you can't. No problem here now. Yay.